everyone, welcome from Engadget's CES stage at CES 2019. I am here with Naomi Kelman. She's CEO of Willow, the maker of the smart breast pump. The company is here with their second generation device, which we've already covered on Engadget, but we're going to take a closer look here on film very shortly. And we're going to be talking not just about the device, but also the challenges and opportunities of designing products for women and mothers in particular. Naomi, welcome.
Thank you for having us, Dana.
Yeah, so you guys have a great story. You first made the scene at CES 2 years ago.
Right.
And at the time, there were so many smart devices. And the challenge for you guys was to break out and convince people, no, really, like, a smart breast pump is something women really need, and it addresses a lot of problems.
Exactly.
Walk me back a little bit to that experience and sort of what it was like.
For CES 2017?
Yeah, breaking through.
It was an incredible experience. You know, I was mentioning to you as we were walking in that sometimes you get heads down focused on what you're doing. And we came to CES 2017 because we wanted to introduce this amazing new product to the world. Traditional breast pumps, I'm not sure if you're familiar with them. They have mothers sort of have dangling baby bottles hanging off their breasts, a tube that sort of plugs into something and plugs into a wall. And our goal at Willow was really to create something that was fantastic for moms. You know, moms are just busy, they have a lot going on, and we thought we've got to create something that's better. And so our goal was to create an all-in-one that just fits simply into your bra, and we came to CES 2017 to introduce the product. What was amazing about the experience too was this huge emotional reaction that we got from the world to Willow. It was really rewarding, where mothers, you know, were telling us about their stories and how excited they were to finally have something that would make their lives easy, that would free up them to have mobility, use their hands. And it was almost like we touched a third rail with the degree of emotional outpouring of mothers telling their stories.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the device went on to win 2 Engadget Best of CES awards,
right.
And the video of Willow went on to be the most popular video we had published that whole week.
That's fantastic.
So it definitely did hit a chord.
Yeah, exactly.
So fast forwarding now to 2019, you guys have your second generation device, which
right.
you've brought for show and tell here.
That's right. I'd love to show it to you.
Yeah, let's give the people at home just a quick
Sure.
walkthrough.
So this is Willow, the world's first all-in-one wearable breast pump. And it's really simple. It has only a few pieces and you slip it in your bra. It comes apart like this. We have a clear flange we're introducing in our second generation product. Mothers can easily orient their nipple when they put it on their breasts. At Willow, we all touch ourselves, so I'll do that.
Yeah.
And then we have a new quick snap closure. Put it on, flap up your nursing bra, and off you go.
For people who can't hear it, it does make a gentle little clicking noise, which sort of confirms that the person is actually using it correctly.
Right. Yeah, so you have confidence when you put it on, you hear a quick snap, and off you go.
Mm-hmm.
And then the milk collects inside. There's a disposable milk bag that's spill-proof. None of the milk can spill out. So mothers can pump their milk into here and then take it out and pop it into the fridge or freezer and go off as they would.
Yeah.
One of the things too that's fantastic about our second generation product is that it has a special technology and the science inside. It continuously latches like a baby, so no matter how you move Willow around like a baby does, you're not going to leak. So you can walk around, you can lean back, you can reach down to do something else. You get complete mobility that doesn't leak with our second generation product, which is great.
And I think what people need to understand, who maybe aren't women and aren't mothers in particular, is how arduous breastfeeding can be.
Right.
Not the end of the world, but maybe talk a little bit about the inconveniences
Sure.
of normal breast pumping.
Yeah, I mean, normal breast pumping, because you have to take your clothes off, it's a very undignified experience, and often women are pushed into a supply closet or into a public restroom in order to do that, taking their clothes off and plugging in. So we really wanted to be able to get moms out of the supply closet and give them their lives back. Women spend, if you pump for a year, you spend 240 hours of the year stuck in a closet or somewhere else. So with Willow, you can put it in and go about your day wherever life takes you, get your dignity back and get your time back. And time is such an important thing to moms. It's fantastic to be able to give them that time back.
I think the question I'm still thinking about at CES is there are other gadgets here too for women and for mothers.
Right.
We were talking about the company Owlet, which has sensors for pregnancy.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, women, we've always been here, and women have always carried pregnancies. Why now? Why are we seeing possibly a little more momentum in that space now.
Right. I mean, I think it's a great question. When it comes to healthcare in particular, which is our space and outlet space, 80% of the decisions about healthcare are made by women. And women are the major purchasers around the world of products. 85% of the purchases are made by women.
What do you do when the competition starts making similar products? That seems to maybe already be a bit of a challenge.
You know, I think at Willow our goal is always to deliver outstanding experiences for moms. And that's part of the reason we've developed our Gen 2.0, is that we've listened to moms and we have some innovations to bring forward to introduce to them. You know, again, our mobility is really fantastic and leak-proof and help moms to do whatever they want over the course of a day. You know, in some ways, imitation is a great form of flattery.
Yeah.
And you know, we're advocates of moms and moms' success, and that's really what we stand for. And I think things that help moms to get out of supply closets, to be more easy in their lives is really what's important, and that's what we stand for.
So there's part of you in a way that is happy to just see more mom-first companies out there and have it be less of a singular thing, but just more
of
a normal part of the tech landscape.
That's right. I mean, as an advocate for women, I'm the oldest of 4 sisters myself. You know, I really believe in supporting women full stop, and at Willow we really believe in that. So things that help improve moms' lives and women's lives, that's fantastic. That's great.
Why do you think some other companies get it wrong?
I think it's a great question, especially here at CES. I think sometimes companies can mistakenly think about technology first. You know, there's this cool sensor or this cool technology idea. One of the things we do at Willow, which is special, and I think other companies are starting to think about, is really putting the consumer first and thinking about not the technology, but what's the need. So for example, in our particular case, we wanted women to be able to unplug from the wall, have their clothes on. So we set out to design a dream pump. And we started by asking moms, what does your ideal dream pump look like? We didn't start with, here's some cool technology or here's a gadget. It's, what does your dream pump look like? And moms told us 90% of them said, I want my mobility in my hands back. And 67% of them said, I want my time back.
Yeah.
And then we designed for that. You know, so I think it's really listening to needs is really what differentiates those who are successful versus just, I have a sensor, I have something else.
How do you think about some deep-rooted stigmas that women might feel about talking about their own bodies? How do you think about that and then move past that, especially in an very public environment like this at CES?
It's actually a very interesting thing where when you tell people you work on Willow, it's amazing how women are so comfortable sharing the details of their stories. And that's part of what I love the most is women are very comfortable at sharing, surprisingly comfortable at sharing their own stories. And one of the things we're seeing out in the world, which is fantastic, is the idea of really normalizing that breast pumping and breastfeeding are things we should support. You know, we want women to feel comfortable putting Willow in and going about leading their lives, doing the things they want to do. You shouldn't have to be in a closet somewhere. You should be able to get out and play with your child, go take your dog for a walk, work on your computer, wherever life takes you. And that idea of normalizing it and talking about it, we want to be part of that conversation, and I'm really proud of Willow doing that.
I think that was one of the things that was remarkable about the original 2017 launch was, you know, it may have helped if you found some female journalists, and I believe that you spoke to my colleague Sherlyn.
I love Sherlyn.
Yeah,
she's a huge fan. Yeah,
but you guys won even won over the male press, and I think it's sometimes not to say all men, but it's sometimes men who make women feel self-conscious about talking about natural bodily functions, and yet despite that, you guys stood out and were taken seriously by both men and women.
And I think that's where getting the conversation out there is really important. And what's interesting too about, you mentioned CES 2017, and even today is, we actually get a lot of men come and talk to us. A lot of times it's their wives who send them over, you know, to have the conversation and investigate about Willow. And it's also men participate importantly in the raising of children today, even more than ever. And oftentimes it's the man who will help to do the washing or the cleanup. And they also see the struggle their wives go through and you know, taking their clothes off with traditional pumps and having that uncomfortable situation. So some of our husbands, some of our men are some of the biggest advocates. And I'm finding those barriers are really coming down. And we have found journalists, husbands, everybody to be pretty comfortable these days.
What right now feels like what I call the Holy Grail, sort of a problem that currently feels very hard to tackle, but that you would love to tackle?
You know, I think for me it's about developing a suite of products that make sense for moms, because we're very focused on women at our company, which I love, and moms first, and really sort of tying together things into an ecosystem that makes it easy for her. You know, and pulling all that technology together, so, because we don't have a lot of time as women, we're always really busy. We want to spend time with our children, we want to spend time with our families, we want to spend time at work. And the easier we can make life for women, I think, the better. And so really pulling all of that together into a simple ecosystem is something I aspire for us to do.
Well, I've been told that we're running out of time, but this has been a lovely discussion. I'm so glad that you could come out here. It's always a pleasure in the middle of this huge consumer electronics show
it's great here,
A, see other women and interact with other women, and really focus on tech that's meant for, I think, more underserved communities.
Let's hope that this will be an inspiration for others to develop things for moms and develop things for women.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Dana. Appreciate it.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, and we'll have more programming today and tomorrow on Engadget.com. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you.